UK headlines today: Workplace banter, police, Diogo Jota funeral and Oasis reunion drama. Cristiano Ronaldo's heartfelt reason for missing Diogo Jota's funeral. Heartbreaking photos, Diogo Jota's wife Rute Cardoso at his funeral. UK headlines today: Workplace banter, police, Diogo Jota funeral and Oasis reunion drama. In a striking headline, the Mail on Sunday declares, Rayner to introduce banter police in your workplace. This article discusses how the Deputy Prime Minister's proposed changes to employment rights could compel companies to hire diversity officers tasked with monitoring the nature of conversations among employees. Critics from the Conservative Party have accused Angela Rayner of attempting to impose restrictions on light-hearted workplace banter. However, a government representative has assured that this new legislation will not infringe upon individuals' rights to express themselves freely within legal boundaries. Meanwhile, the Sunday Times reports that sources from Downing Street have indicated that the initiative to remove the two-child benefit cap is effectively dead. These insiders have emphasized the necessity for members of Parliament to grasp the implications of rejecting the government's welfare reforms, which are aimed at saving the Treasury billions of pounds. In a related story, The Sun on Sunday reveals that French authorities have been covertly employing jet skis to deploy nets in the sea, effectively hindering migrant boats from reaching British shores. This tactic reportedly disrupts the propellers of dinghies when they are in shallow waters. The article also notes that negotiations are ongoing regarding a plan to return migrants to France on a one-in, one-out basis, just days before French President Emmanuel Macron's scheduled state visit to the UK. The Observer highlights a significant legal change, reporting that thousands of individuals in England and Wales may soon lose their right to a jury trial. This shift is part of a strategy to address the unprecedented backlog of court cases. An independent review, led by retired Judge Lord Leveson, suggests that less serious cases should be adjudicated by a judge alongside two magistrates. Lord Leveson has stated, "There's no choice. We cannot continue with the current system." Several newspapers feature poignant images from the funeral of Liverpool footballer Diogo Jota, with the Sunday Mirror's headline reading, "You'll never walk alone," accompanied by a photograph of pallbearers carrying his coffin. The Sun on Sunday and the Sunday Telegraph also showcase Liverpool teammates presenting floral tributes shaped like Jota's football shirts. Additionally, some publications are focusing on the dynamic between Liam and Noel Gallagher following the initial performance of their Oasis reunion tour. The Mail reports that Liam abruptly left the stadium after the concert while Noel remained on stage. The Sun's headline, "Half an hour away," reveals that the brothers were staying in hotels located just 30 minutes apart. Representatives for the band have declined to disclose the specific locations of their accommodations, but a source has indicated that the siblings are currently on good terms and wish to maintain that harmony. Cristiano Ronaldo's heartfelt reason for missing Diogo Jota's funeral. The unseen grief. Why Cristiano Ronaldo skipped Diogo Jota's funeral. In a shocking display of empathy, Cristiano Ronaldo chose to skip the funeral of his teammate Diogo Jota, sparking a heated debate about the role of celebrity in times of grief. But what drove Ronaldo's decision, and what does it reveal about the complexities of public mourning? A family's pain, a media circus. Diogo Jota, the 28-year-old Portugal star, tragically passed away in a car crash just days after his wedding. His funeral was attended by his grieving family, including his wife of just 2 weeks and their 3 children. However, one notable absence was that of Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the biggest soccer stars in the world. According to Ronaldo's sister, Katia Aveiro, the decision was made out of respect for the family's pain. Aveiro recalled the invasion of privacy and media circus that surrounded their own father's death in 2005, when TV channels, commentators, and social networks focused on Ronaldo's absence rather than honoring the family's grief. It is absurdly shameful to watch TV channels, commentators, social networks emphasizing an absence rather than respectfully honoring the pain of a mutilated family destroyed by the loss of 2 brothers, Aveiro wrote on social media. "I am even ashamed to watch. Regrettable. The fear of distraction." Aveiro's words highlight the fear of creating a media circus, where the focus shifts from the grieving family to the celebrity's actions. This fear is not unfounded, as Jota's funeral was marred by soccer fans taking selfies at the headstone after the family left the site. The graveyard reportedly had to be shut off from the public due to the commotion. Ronaldo's concern about becoming a distraction might have been justified, especially given the intense media scrutiny that often accompanies high-profile funerals. As Aveiro noted, silence is also empathy. Perhaps we need to learn from this. Not everything is as it seems. A glimpse into the mind of a grieving brother. Ronaldo's decision to skip the funeral was not taken lightly. In a social media post, he expressed his grief and condolences to Jota's family, stating, "It doesn't make sense. We were just together in the national team, and you had just gotten married. To your family, your wife and your children, I send my condolences and wish them all the strength in the world." Ronaldo's words reveal a deep sense of empathy and understanding for the family's pain. His decision to skip the funeral was not a snub, but a thoughtful gesture to avoid drawing attention away from the grieving family. A call to reflection. The controversy surrounding Ronaldo's decision raises important questions about the role of celebrity in times of grief. Should celebrities prioritize their public image over the needs of the grieving family? Or should they use their platform to raise awareness and support for those affected by tragedy? As we reflect on Ronaldo's decision, we are reminded that empathy and compassion are not always easy to express in public. Sometimes, the most powerful act of kindness is to remain silent and let the grieving family process their pain in peace. Heartbreaking photos. Diogo Jota's wife Rute Cardoso at his funeral. Imagine the profound sorrow of a young wife, standing beside the coffin of her beloved husband, just days after they had exchanged vows. This was the heart-wrenching scene at Diogo Jota's funeral, held on July 5, where his grieving wife, Rute Cardoso, was captured in poignant images that have since gone viral. But here's where it gets controversial. The circumstances surrounding his tragic death have sparked numerous debates and speculations. Let's delve into the details and the emotional journey of those left behind. Diogo Jota's funeral was a somber affair, attended by family, friends, and fellow footballers. Among the most heartrending images was one of Rute Cardoso, who had married Jota just 11 days before his untimely death. In the photo, Cardoso, Jota's high school sweetheart and the mother of his 3 children, is seen leaning on the arm of Ruben Neves, a player for Al Hilal Saudi club and the Portugal national team. Neves was helping to carry Jota's coffin, and Cardoso's head is gently resting towards it, a poignant moment of grief and love. These funeral photos come on the heels of earlier images that showed Jota's grief-stricken parents arriving at his wake. The photos capture Cardoso breaking down as she is comforted by her sister at his casket. The emotional toll is evident, and it's a stark reminder of the sudden and tragic loss that has left a void in so many lives. The images also show Cardoso, dressed in a white shirt, following the coffin alongside the pallbearers. Her sister, wearing a black shirt, is by her side, providing support during this difficult time. The scene is a powerful testament to the love and bond shared between Jota and his family. Diogo Jota and his brother, André Silva, both lost their lives in a horrific car crash along a Spanish highway. The accident occurred in a Lamborghini, and Spanish police have indicated that they believe the brothers blew a tire, causing the car to crash and resulting in their deaths at the scene. But this is the part most people miss. The investigation into the cause of the accident is ongoing, and speed has been mentioned as a potential factor, although this has not yet been confirmed. Cardoso, who was also pictured helping to carry Jota's coffin, has been a pillar of strength amidst the tragedy. The couple had posted a wedding video to their Instagram pages shortly before his death, expressing their love and joy on their special day. They were married on June 22, and their happiness was palpable in their posts. Jota had shared a photo of himself standing with his new wife on their wedding day, writing, June 22, 2025. Yes to forever #. Cardoso, too, had shared a photo of herself in her wedding gown, writing, My dream came true. Tragically, their dreams were cut short. Jota's distraught parents were also seen at the funeral, their grief palpable. A video showed Cardoso leaving the funeral home, her face a picture of sorrow. The emotional weight of the loss is evident in every frame. Photos also captured the wife of Jota's deceased brother, André Silva, crying behind his casket at the funeral. However, there has been some confusion and speculation about whether Silva had a wife or girlfriend, as he kept his relationships private. There is another Andre Silva who plays professional soccer and is married to a model named Maria Rodriguez, which has caused some confusion. The second Silva posted a tribute to Jota's brother on Instagram, adding to the mix of emotions and tributes. According to reports, Jota and his new wife had attended a wedding together over the weekend. Jota was headed back to the UK, but an injury had necessitated that he drive instead of fly. The funeral occurred in Portugal, bringing together a community of mourners to pay their respects. As we reflect on these events, it's impossible not to feel the depth of the loss and the strength of the bonds that were shattered. The outpouring of support and the poignant images serve as a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of love. But let's not shy away from the tough questions. How can we better support those left behind in such tragic circumstances? And what can we learn from these events to prevent similar tragedies in the future? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. UK headlines